Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, now let's take a look at the gold market on Friday. By Friday's rebound, price has formed on the daily time frame the bullish engulfing pattern right at the significant target. So that first of all, that is inner for this butterfly ABCD pattern hitting the 1618 extension. Also, you can see that is also 1618 extension of this butterfly, although it has been slightly exceeded by the price action, but market then returns right back. And guys, I definitely suggest that you will visit our forum and read the weekly analysis. So it contains a lot of fundamental interesting issues currently, and the major idea of these issues is, in fact, is that the growing pressure from the bullish side of the market now makes us think about the potential medium-term retracement on the gold market, since everybody sees that gold stands in the long-term bearish trend, and the bearish impact on the market is really significant. But this is some sort of the wrap spring, because some tightness on the market from this bearish move, some growing contradictive pressure now exists on the market, and many investors start to think about that somewhere around some bounce could happen on the gold market, since price is too overextended to the downside. And as technical moments, as the fundamentals suggest that this pullback could happen in the nearest 2-3 months, because from the fundamental point of view, first of all, market is approaching to the price level that in fact will be the break-even point for the gold mine producers, and if market will move below the 1000 even price level, then it will be just not reasonable to produce more gold, because this will be too expensive, and market will reach the break-even between the in fact it will reach the cost of production of the gold around 1000 even level. That could lead to contraction of the gold production, or for it some reducing for the some time, and that will probably trigger the growing demand and reducing of the supply of the gold on the market. That's the first fundamental moment. Second fundamental moment is that market is approaching to the shift in the seasonal trend, and the bullish seasonal trend on the gold market will start at the end of August. That's the second moment. The third moment is that major events that could trigger the gold market has happened. That was the Fed announcement concerning the quantitative easing program and assessment of the overall situation in the economy. And now market will be just watching for signs that could put the difference on the moments that Fed has spoken about and the real situation in the economy. So if there will be some splash in the inflation or something other signs that will be bullish for the gold, that really could reduce the significant spring that is now is wrapped to the bullish side, and this could lead to a really explosive move in the gold market to the upside. From the technical point of view, gold market stands at the significant supports, and this is the major trade support, all-time trade support on the gold market. Market is extremely oversold, and also it has touched some targets as on the monthly time frame, is on the weekly time frame, and that's why in fact the current area around 1200 level on the big picture, that could be really an area where some bounce to the upside, long-term bounce could follow. Such sort of the huge BC leg retracement up could start somewhere around it, around 2-3 months, I suppose. At least we can't just ignore this possibility, and that really significant moment here. Well, and currently the market start shows the first rebounds that is a bit greater than previous one, and we currently unfortunately can't estimate whether this bounce up is the starting point of the some bigger move, or that's just the respect of the current support that we have seen previously, and market a bit later will continue move down. We can't now tell something different about the longer perspective, since market just has reached this level, and we need some time to see how market will respond on this area, and whether it will break the current tendency on the weekly time frame of the lower lows and lower highs. If this will happen, in this case we could start to speak about the potential some bigger move. But currently on the coming week we probably will still treat it just as the potential retracement to the upside, minor retracement on the daily time frame. But still, this minor retracement could be absolutely not as small as it sounds like. So now let's shift to the technical moments. So guys, I think it's worth of your attention to read the fundamental part of this research, since probably you will find something interesting for you, and we'll take a look also on the bigger picture on the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame. So the gold market now stands at the very thrilling moment, and it's really is worthy of our attention in nearest months. On the daily time frame, we see that bounce on Friday has led to appearing of the bullish engulfing pattern. That led us to think that some retracement to the upside could follow. As the target of this potential retracement, I see this level. That will be really significant resistance. This is new July monthly pivot point. That is the weekly pivot support, weekly pivot resistance 1. That is daily confluence resistance 1290, 1308 area, and that will be approximately at the level of the daily average bottom. If we will measure the length of the bars, this pattern counted to the upside, it will give us approximately the same area. So until market will not take out of these lows, this pattern will be valid, and we could count on some bounce to the upside. So our major task in the beginning of the week on the Monday to see the potential retracement down here and try to catch this moment with the entry point to the upside as close to this low as possible to reduce the potential risk right here. That will be our major idea for trading in the beginning of the week. Now let's shift to the hourly time frame. On the hourly time frame, we see our pattern, that is our railroad track pattern, that has worked nice on Friday, so we can see market has hit our target we have specified, that is the previous consolidation. Now what we have? We have also inside one ABCD pattern that hasn't been hit. The target of it, ultimate target 1618 extension, hasn't been hit yet, so some just small distance rest to this area. Also take a look that this area coincides with the weekly pivot point of the coming week. So that will be perfect if market, for instance, will right at the open moment test this area and then give us retracement to the downside. In the on the daily time frame, in terms of this bullish engulfing, it will be look like small candle to the downside. When and if this will happen, I think that we should watch for this level. That's around 1210 area, something around this area, 1206 probably. That will be the 618 retracement of that leg, and we know that gold market likes to show the 618 retracements, and that will be also the natural support resistance level. You can see first it was resistance, then market has broken through it, it was resistance also, and that will be probably the support. So if market will show retracement down, that will be a nice area to watch for the potential entry on the long side of the market, with the hope that bullish engulfing will work on the daily time frame and market will show the further appreciation to the upside. But I do not call you to enter just blindly here. Watch how this development will how market will develop the price action to the downside. So we do not want to see such candles as here to the downside. We need to see some gradual action, something of that sort to the downside. That will be perfect. Some maybe ABCD pattern that will give us an agreement with this area. That will be just perfect if it will happen. Until market will take it out of these lows, we could count on some further bounce to the upside. Besides, as we know, when the market stands in the long-term bear trend, and if some retracement will start, usually weekly pivot resistance 1 holds the retracement. So if market exceeds the weekly pivot resistance 1, that could be the first sign of the potential reversal. But until that will happen, that could be treated as the retracement. That's normal development when the market reaches the weekly pivot resistance 1 within the retracement in the long-term bear trend. So that's the potential scenario that I would like to see on the gold market. So let's see what market will show us in the beginning of the Monday. And I think that scenario that's logical and reasonable from the market mechanics point of view. So let's see how it will turn. Well, and let's be focused on this potential pattern on the level around 1210.